Recording in progress. What's up? It's your boy KC2 Real, man. I'm back here with another Talking Stock Tuesdays, man. Um, I know this video is gonna be delayed. It's actually gonna be uploaded on Wednesday evening, April 30th. But that is just because I had to make some modifications to my YouTube. So you will be seeing this video Wednesday evening, not Tuesday evening this week. But that's all good, man. You know I'm coming with the info though, man. I'm here every single week. Give me the breakdown, give me the drop, and we doing it, man. We making big things happen. I love getting messages from my chat in the Discord and also from just people that follow me on Instagram or people I know in real life that I been talking to about these things. Some of them are experienced traders, some of them are beginners. We got all types of people in the chat, man, and we've been adding and growing and growing. I think we're at about 30 members in the Discord, man. I love seeing it, man. I'm so glad that every single person is in that Discord. We have been doing big things in there. Um, we've been ahead of the curve all this time. Um, and yeah, this is just a safe space for people to come, um, figure out what you're trying to do in the market. If you're interested in stock trading or just investing or day trading and things of that nature, we got it all. We all encompass it all in one, and we also do the weekly breakdowns. So I urge you to please not only hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, but also go down in the description and join the Discord, man. Join the winning team, man. Quick disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Remember to always do your own research. And with that being said, let's get into it. So, things are not looking good for the economy. We talked about that last week. So I'm gonna save you all the doom and gloom this week. But one may stay cautious in these times, right? So for the profile pick, you already see what I went with. The polling, man, this is ridiculous, man. Donald Trump, literally the only person worse than Donald Trump in Poland is Donald Trump. But that's crazy. But anyways, the point is, man, it's not to beat Donald Trump back in like some people do polls. But the point is, it's very much to just make people aware of what's really going on. The mainstream media is telling people a lot of different things. Because I watch it a lot, and it's a lot of every on one side they're saying, "Oh well, Trump, Trump, Trump," and then the other side was saying, "Well, Biden, Biden, Biden," and that's all I seem to get out of it. I don't know about y'all, but so I like to mix in a little bit of politics with the stock market because for one, it affects the stock market, but for two, it just affects your pockets, period, as a citizen in the United States. So yeah, man, it's definitely something to be aware of that his approval rate is not going very good because you see a lot of people outside and they seem to be so gun ho about Trump, but not everybody's feeling that way, and his approval ratings are showing it, man. So yeah, let's go. So what is the market recap and sentiment, man? So basically, the S&P closed at $5,560.80, 83 cents. Now keep in mind um this is Tuesdays. If you're watching this on Wednesday, this was Tuesday's data, so it might be a little bit different from tomorrow's trading session. But okay, so coming off of a 6-day win streak, but don't let that fool you, which is what we talked about last week, because we're still down 5.5% on the year, right? So JP Morgan's survey says 93% of investors believe the market already peaked. So what is that telling you? That's telling you that a lot of investors are thinking that the market can't really go any higher. It's already at the highest it was supposed to be at, and it's going to be more a lot of consolidation and selling going on, right? So that's just something to be aware of as we watching the market, right? So, what does that mean for us, right? That means that even the smart money is keeping one eye open. That means even big time investors are still worried about the future outcomes and the future moves that this administration will make. Which is like I said about last week, we talked about all of this. We went in really depth. If you did not watch last week's episode, I urge you to watch that episode. It was a really good episode. Um, and yeah, we went in deep with it. So there's a lot of things going on with this country, and it's more than just the stock market, and that's what we talked about. So definitely go check that out. But anyways, um, retail fam, which is retail investors, which is what we are. Stay cool. Don't chase the pops. I know we see Palantir going crazy. You want to just hop in and be like, oh my God, I'm missing out on that money. But anything could sway the market right now. So it's just like this is the time where it's like if you miss something, you gotta stay disciplined and just be like, all right, man, chalk it to the game. This is not the time to be going gun ho. You know what I mean? Like, all right, well, I missed that. Let me try to make something else shake. Nah, this ain't the time to be chasing it. But yeah, so some important economic data coming out. It's actually coming out when this video drops, so you should have it by the time this video drops, most likely. Employment cost index rose 0.9%, showing wage pressure still real. Inflation ain't dead yet, which means inflation is still creeping up. Inflation is like um that friend that disappear every once in a while and then be popping up at that one function. You know how you be out with your friends and then that one friend that don't never make it out the chat for real, he end up actually popping out. You be like, yo, he actually came? That's what inflation is doing, bro. Inflation is hiding in the cut and it's gonna pop out on our ass real soon. So just keep that in mind. Chicago PMI dropped to 44.6. That's contraction territory. Manufacturing moving slow, which is the opposite of what Trump said these tariffs was going to do, by the way. So that's something to keep in mind. Um, Later this week, global PMI numbers dropping. And the Fed is going to talk if Powell sounds soft. That means it's going to be a lot of risk. If he's hawkish, then brace for pullbacks, right? So yeah, that's going to be very very tricky. A lot of important data coming out this week. Not just data, also earnings. A lot of earnings are coming out this week. So that's the next thing we're going to talk about is these earnings reports. Big tech is reporting. A lot of big tech companies, Meta, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, and many more are dropping their earnings. Now keep in mind, what have I told y'all though? A lot of this data hasn't fully reflected the cost of these tariffs yet. See, Trump is a person. Well, I ain't gonna say Trump himself, but the media is knows how to sway shit. Like they making it seem like it's not as bad as it really is because they keep telling you that these earnings reports just dropped. They were good. They went past their revenue profits. Da, da, da. All that is before Trump did these tariffs, man. Before, just remember, he dropped them on April. He dropped them on the 15th, I think, right? Yeah, I think it was the 15th. And then now it's the 30th. So you have to keep that in mind. It has not been that long. And you see how everything's already going awry. It feels like it's been 3 months, but it really hasn't. So yeah, it's a lot going on, but just remember all these revenues that you're about to hear right now are pre-tariff revenues, which is crazy because everybody keeps saying, well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but I'm gonna say, and I'm not getting all political because I don't really want to make this a political show. Like, even though I do have my opinions about what Trump is doing to the market that I've expressed on this show, but at the end of the day, I don't want to make Trump supporters feel unwelcome, like they can't get money with us just because they voted for Trump. Even though this is kind of your fault, but that's a different story. The point is, um, Trump and Republicans are really like keep saying this narrative that Joe Biden somehow was ruining the economy and it was the worst economy ever. And Trump needed to come in and save the day. That's why he was doing all this drastic stuff. You remember them saying all that, right? So the crazy thing is though, these effects that are happening are Biden's effects. Trump literally put out a tweet, and I wish I could pull it up. Hold on, actually, maybe I can pull it up. Trump put out a tweet and said, "This is Biden's stock market because the stock market went down and it keeps going up and down, which he calls, by the way." And he's saying, "Oh, this is Biden's stock market." Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. I gotta pull this up. Oh my goodness, I gotta find it. It was going crazy in the stock community today. Oh my goodness, where is it? All right. Well, anyways, there was a tweet, and he said, "This is Joe Biden's stock market," basically saying, "I've only been in for however long." Da, 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 right. The crazy thing is, the stock market, all these earnings reports that are beating earnings, and this economic data like inflation coming down to 2.4% and all that stuff. These things are actually the effects of what Biden was doing. People just aren't patient enough. People don't realize that actually Biden is the reason that all of this great earnings reports, economic data looking solid, all of that is thanks to Biden, not Trump. Trump is actually really reversing every goddamn green point that Biden has set. And like I said, I didn't vote for Biden. You know what I'm saying? I didn't vote for Biden. So just keep that in mind. I voted for somebody else, independent. And yeah, so that's the point. But I just think that's interesting to make a point about that somehow, some way, they're blaming Biden for the economy being bad, but what the data comes out and the economy actually was holding strong and even improving. And Trump's gonna try to take credit for it, but it's really not his credit to take. It really is Biden. So don't be confused. See, and that's why I like talking to y'all on here because we be here. You know what I'm talking about? All right. So, anyways, so Meta blew past their estimates. $42.3 billion in revenue. EPS up 37% year over year. Apple not playing. 124.3 billion dollar revenue. Earnings per share up 10% year over year. Microsoft climbed 16% year over year. Nvidia on fire, 26 billion revenue, EPS up 629% year over year. Amazon drops earnings May 1st, expected 155 billion in revenue. So, what is it saying? Big tech is showing strength. If they got strong, we might see another leg up. Now, what is the main thing to watch about this? Keep in mind, these are pre-tariff earnings. This isn't reporting all those drops that they had, trillions of dollars lost of their values of their companies. when Trump announced the tariffs and shit, when it was like 3 days of straight bleeding in the stock market. We have not seen those earnings yet. These are not those earnings reports. That data is not on these. So keep that in mind. That data is not on these. Now, keep another thing to keep in mind. What's the other thing? The other thing is the tariffs are only on temporarily. I mean, off of tech temporarily. So that means we're only at a 90-day suspension for the tech tariffs. So if something's not resolved within those 90 days, guess where those stocks are going back down. So um that's just to keep in mind for the future. As a trader and as an investor, we always like to stay ahead. We got to be thinking about what's coming down the pipeline, right? We're not just moving in the moment. Like sometimes if you day trading, that's cool. Like you just getting whatever you got to get for the day. Like, you ain't worried about nothing else. But as an investor and as like a swing trader and things of that nature, you trade options and stuff of that nature. You kind of want to know if something is coming that could potentially lose you a lot of money, right? So, all right. So now this is not for doom and gloom, everybody. I know a lot of these last couple episodes have been kind of depressing, but I'm just giving y'all the real, man. This is how it is out here. So IMF, right? Warning. They're warning us. Now, what does that mean? The IMF is the International Monetary Fund, right? International. That means they're across the world, right? So they do a lot of different things, um, like bail out banks and things of that nature, bail out countries and shit. Sometimes when they need it, you know what I'm saying, provide emergency relief for countries and things of that nature when they need it. So that's kind of what they do. So IMF cut IMF cut their global growth forecast to 2.8%. So that is very weak. That is considered weak. So why is the International Monetary Fund doing this? I'm not gonna keep saying his name, but light bulb pop off in your head, right? So the US growth lowered to 1.8%. That means they're looking at our data, doing analysis on our country, and they lowered our growth forecast to 1.8%. Now, you can do with that information what you will. But what does that mean? Right? That's what you ask yourself. What does that mean? AC, what does that mean? Well, they're calling for stagflation, high prices, but slow growth, which is a horrible combination, as you could imagine. That means prices are high, wages are not moving as high as the prices. You're getting killed as a consumer. That's what that means. So that's not going to be good for any American, right? So, and this is what I said. This ain't just market talk. It's real world impact. If the world slows down, your portfolio needs to play defense, right? So we've been talking about getting in defensive. I've showed y'all my portfolio. I've showed y'all my actual breakdowns. If you're in the chat, you already know what's going on. I've been telling y'all to get defensive months and months ago, even before Trump even got in office. I've been telling y'all to play it safe because we already knew how this was going to go, right? I'm a very big advocate of just investing in great companies. That's one thing that I took from Warren Buffett. I stole his whole recipe, right? Um, buy great companies, man, for a cheap price. You know what I'm saying? So that's literally what I'm on. Like I buy great companies. I'm not out here just chasing money and just chasing the hype and on Twitter looking for who's gonna pump what. I'm just at this point, I'm looking for good companies that I know are gonna have steady growth or steady losses because sometimes I trade the other way. But yeah, if I know you're due for it, I'm gonna feel more comfortable putting my money in, especially as my account has been growing and I've actually been, putting in real money and really risking more money. Yeah. So yeah. But anyways, all right. So what is Trump's first 100 days been like, man? Okay, let's give it the rundown, man. And I know y'all see my meme right there because that's just I just thought that meme was funny. But anyways, the rundown, right? So we hit China with 145% tariffs. China clapped back at us with 125. That's where we're at currently. There's a 90-day pause on tech, and some other industries, I think. But that's temporary. So, like I said, that will be coming off if an agreement is not made. He cut 280,000 government jobs via his Department of Government Officials. Pushed through 140 plus executive orders, quick policy shifts, and deported 140,000 immigrants plus border lockdowns. The boy's been busy. That's all I can say, man. The boy's been busy, man. I mean, you got to lock in at some point. Uh, I just hope you know what you're doing, man. That's all I can say. I really do. I really do. Like, and I'm not even saying that facetiously. Like, I really hope you know what you're doing. Like, I actually do. For my sake, for my daughter's sake, for everybody, my family's sake. I really just pray to God you know what you're doing. Because right now, I don't know. I just don't see the vision. Maybe I'm tripping. But anyways, the economics of it, which is why we're here. Inflation at 2.4%, but goods are still high. So yes, that's why you don't kind of feel like the inflation is down, is because everything is still kind of high, right? Um, even though inflation, like I said before, keep in mind, a lot of this movement of these economic datas were pre-Trump, but they just keep that in mind. So the S&P 500 is down 6%. The Russell 2000 is down 12%. This is not me hating on the guy. This is just real facts. This is what's going on in our economy. This is not me hating on Trump. This ain't me dogging Trump and kicking his back in. This is literally me just telling y'all what is actual facts. So, because every time I feel like I try to talk facts about Trump and things, people go to, "Oh, you just don't like the guy because he's Trump." Da, da, da. Okay, I'm just giving you the facts. Though. I just want y'all to see this. I'm giving you the fact. The consumer confidence is low. A lot of people aren't feeling stable. I just showed y'all that poll. His approval ratings are dropping. Um, I think I seen a poll where it said, like 70% of people feel like um a recession is coming. Things of that nature. It's a lot going on. But what does that mean for us? So market uncertainty means it's always time to play smart. We always play smart, but even more now. You know what I'm saying? Really, like I said a couple weeks ago, I made a video on here, and I told y'all you really got to have a strategy. You need to know what your exit is, what your entry is. You need to be putting in stop losses because those type of things are going to save you in markets like this. Um, Higher prices on imports, so protect your cash flow, man. Um, I know y'all love going to Miami and shit, but I think it's time to start cutting back on the Miami trips, man, unless you really getting that bag because shit gonna get wacky soon and you gonna be sitting there like, damn, I could have had this little bread saved up, but I spent it thinking I was gonna get it back. You might not get it back, man. So you better protect your bread. Um, and layoffs and shifts, man. So definitely want to build multiple streams, and this just not even just as a stock investor or trader or whatever. This is just as an American citizen. This is what's coming. This is what's happening. This is real life. Um, I know the media tried to make it seem like this is all just a fairy tale, like, oh, it's happening, but it's not gonna really touch you. Don't worry about it. Don't even pay attention to it. It's not gonna affect you. Like, yeah, it will. It's actually will, and it's coming. Um, and that's not to sound like doomsday, but like I said, man, I just want y'all to be prepared because I'm getting prepared myself as a human. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like y'all. So, um, layoff plus shifts. Yeah, so just make sure you build multiple streams of income, man. Use the internet to your advantage. Use AI to your advantage, man. Trust me. Even me, man, I'm like my next new adventure is I'm trying to start some faceless IG pages and stuff, man. And start getting some extra revenue. Just like posting memes and stuff, man. Those pages make a lot of money and they don't even show their face, man. They just post memes every day. Like Justin LeBoy, when Justin LeBoy first started, nobody knew what Justin LeBoy looked like. He was just a meme guy. That's when he did his face. I remember when he did his face reveal when he came out and showed everybody what he looked like. So yeah, man, he could have never did that and been making a bag. So just be like that, bro. So, but don't get distracted by the headlines and focus on what affects your wallet and your wealth, man. Definitely, your wallet and your wealth, man. Focus on it. So, um, okay, so with all that, you're gonna ask me, so what am I supposed to buy, Casey? I mean, you saying all this shit like it's there's nothing good going on in the market. That's wrong. There's always something to find in the market, man. There's a lot of stocks on the stock market. You're gonna find something to hold you over, right? But you know, we always go big and we always go smart. Okay, so VHT healthcare, right? So that's definitely for healthcare. Something you want to watch. Healthcare is a big sector. It is gonna continue to grow and grow and grow more. Especially as technology is moving into healthcare, things of that nature more often with AI and things of that nature, and robotics is moving into healthcare. Healthcare is gonna be always very important. McDonald's. This is one that I'm personally in. I love McDonald's. Ever since all this has been going on with the tariffs and things of that nature, McDonald's has been holding strong for you, boy. I love to see it. Palantir, we talked about a few times. You already know what's good with that. But yes, definitely government contracts and AI, definitely something to look into, and it's been killing lately. Netflix is my baby. I love Netflix. People cancel their gym membership before they cancel their Netflix. That's facts. Um, Netflix is one of the ones, man. I don't care if they increase their shit to $29.99, man. Motherfuckers is buying Netflix, bro. Especially if they can keep getting these exclusive deals with sports and all that shit, man. People is buying that shit, bro. So Netflix is another big mover. It's been doing well throughout all of this that's been going on. It's still been doing well. All these that I'm telling you have been performing relatively well compared to the rest of the market. And of course, we got ETFs for you too. So give me a second. I'm gonna get to the ETFs. So stay cautious with energy. Tariffs plus global slowdown equals unpredictable. Emerging markets, currencies taking hits from US dollar strength. Um, so this week ain't about flexing, it's about holding strong. Holding strong, man, with these positions. Palantir I wouldn't buy right now because it's too high. Netflix is also very high, so I would definitely be careful about that. McDonald's doesn't really move much, but if there's gonna be another drop, I would see what happens. Um, and the healthcare one, I love healthcare. I'm actually not sure what price that's at. I haven't looked at it on the chart, but actually, let me look at it right now. Sorry, y'all. I should have been more prepared. Oh, this is actually an ETF. It should have been on the ETF list. I don't know why I put it on here. But anyways, so yeah, it's a Vanguard ETF. It's actually not that high right now. It's actually coming off of a pretty good pullback. Let me see. Yeah, it's actually just kind of running from a pretty good pullback on the weekly chart. It's at 255.89. Okay, that's not bad. Not one I would look into for a possible entry. If it dips again low, um I don't have my computer with me. I don't have all my charts set up on my phone. But anyways, I like it. I like it though. I think it's in a better position than a lot of these other ones, just because it's coming off of a healthy pullback. But anyways, that's another one to get into. And these are your ETFs. Oh, so it is on here. I don't know why I put it on both. But anyways, GLD or IAU, either one, they're both gold. We've been talking about gold for months. And if you missed the train, I'm sorry, man. But if you in the chat, man, you already know what's going on, man. We've been talking about gold for months. Um, so gold is up 27% year to date. It's been holding up like a tank. Yes, that is facts. We already talked about VHT. Shield. It's funny that it's named Shield. Every time I hear this name, I always think of like Marvel. But anyways, oh snap! I just hit the computer. My bad. So, anyways, defense plus AI equals long-term conviction. Shield has been doing really well. I believe Palantir's in it and is a big mover in it. Which has also been doing well. They did really, really well. Um, Tomorrow they're probably going to do really well as well. I'm predicting. So, if you're watching this tomorrow, if they did do really well, yeah, I'm glad. Um, DBA is that is agriculture. Food prices ain't dropping. Hedge that grocery bill. So as food costs rise, you definitely might want to look at that for a quick in and outer. IWF, that's for banks. Um, and I like this one, but I'm always cautious with banks because especially in times like this, banks just do funny things. When the economy starts moving wacky, banks start moving wacky. You know what I mean? Like if you get what I'm saying. I'm saying let's keep in mind the Great Depression was caused by banks. So let's keep it a buck. All right, but anyways, so all these plays are very safe though. These are not anything that's gonna get you and make you lose a lot of money. The ones I would be most cautious with are the two bottom ones. Um, yeah, so I would be more cautious with those. Gold, I love gold though. Um, and Shield, I love that one, and I definitely love the healthcare one too. So those are all definitely um history has proven that they are good in recessions and things of that nature in economic downturns. So, what is the strategy? Don't chase the pump. These green candles can be traps. Um, Defense wins games, that quality names or sector ETFs that don't fold easy. Set alerts, scale in, and watch earnings. It's a chessboard right now, not a casino. Let me say that again. It's a chessboard right now. It's not a casino. It's not a parlay. You know what I'm saying? This is not sports bet. You got to do some real, get to the nitty gritty, man. Do some research. Figure out your levels you trying to hit. Put your stop loss in. You know what I'm saying? Figure out your support and resistance levels, man. Look at, you know what I'm saying? Put a real strategy together. And you can make some money in this market for real, man. It's you can make money. The good thing about this market is you can make money both ways. And it's kind of predictable. Like people aren't talking about this enough, bro. Trump is kind of making the market predictable because every time he comes out and says something crazy, market go down. You know it's coming. Boom, hit you. Like last week when the market was going up and down, I literally could tell when the market was about to fall. Like I'll see the tweet or something, or watch a press conference or something, and I'll be like, "Yep, that shit about to tank." As soon as it do it, boom, it's gone. I'm telling you, bro. Like every time it's an announcement made, I'm telling you, bro, you gotta watch because these announcements you can play them shits both ways, bro. Some drop, put some about to raise up, put call on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm like, bro, you can really make money long term and short term in this market. You just gotta play it right. You gotta set everything up to be very safe because you can put that in, but you gotta have your stop order. If you ain't got your stop order and if it run on you, you hit. So it's like this ain't gambling right now. This is like strategic plays, man. Things that you know is gonna work. And you trading stocks that you know are big players in the market. So if the majority of the market is moving, it's basically off of them. Like Apple, Microsoft, all them big tech stock I told you I was dropping earnings, most of them moved the whole market. You know what I'm saying? Like you remember last year, 2024, yeah. Nvidia was moving the whole market off it alone. Like every time Nvidia had a super green day, the whole market was good. Every time they had a super bad day, the whole market was bad. So once you pick up on those type of patterns and things of that nature, bro, it makes it easier to play the ups and downs, man. That's why the volatility, people be scared of volatility, but volatility really makes it easier to make money because you know the price is moving. It's not just staying in one spot. It's breaking out. So you just gotta be ready, man. Stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. You know what I mean? So if you got a long-term plan, this is the time to tighten it, not to abandon it, man. This is not the time to jump ship and just be like, oh, I'm not finna trade no more. This shit wacky. No, that's not the thing to do, man. Get your ass in the motherfucking lab and cook something up, man. Stop playing. Stop playing with your wealth, man. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in for show. You know I love doing this for y'all, man. I will be back every week. Man, go ahead, leave a comment, like, subscribe. And please, please, please join the Discord, man. Join the Discord. And follow me on IG too, man, at KC2Real. That's at KCTOO Real, man. All one word. Let's go.